This drop is coming in really fast.
Oh, that's
Spire only
right.
halfway through.
All right, I remember exactly what happens in this map. You know, the extractor gets in the main base will be the point of contention. The tank will be put up there, and the Marines on the low ground. You know, it'll stop the gas production for a little while for soO. We remember we saw that in the first day in Casper Cup, actually.
Yep.
It might have
Fantasy
actually,
versus Dark.
Yeah, it was Fantasy doing it. Brings me right back. I haven't had that experience in my ladderings yet.
Brings me back to the good old days, Moonlight.
The good old days, the cool-ass ravine, man, where your base gets sieged from a cliff. Fantastic. Enough playing that.
The extractor is going to go down. It is going to cut down on the amount of mutas that can come out here. Spire has not been scouted, but
safe assumption, I think, at this point, seeing that lair come out so quickly.
For sure.
And more units actually getting dropped up there. A bunch more Marines. Ooh, losing a couple, though. He cannot afford to lose any Marines right now. Ooh, actually turrets as well. Welcome back to Lost Temple. We're doing all...
And there's a Thor on the way, by the way, which is really going to counter these mutas that are coming up. The mutas are already out, and the turrets are not yet done.
They're almost done. So close. Like one medivac and all the Marines will go down, but now the tanks should be pretty safe here. Muta's taking a lot of damage.
Oh, man.
Two
and
going
one
down.
Queen even goes down. And once that Thor gets there with the follow-up,
he's just never going to be out of mind from this gas again. Thor going to be DPSing it down again.
and the thing about this position as well is that you can't really transfer to that third base either, because you got 2 tanks up there, 1 tank now, which soO had to sacrifice a ton of units to get rid of.
Oh, this Thor actually isn't doing anything yet. There we go. It gets 1 drone, but it keeps auto-attacking Overlords. Flash got to pay a little bit more attention to it. Same time, those mutas are out in the map. They're actually looking for harassment and to intercept anything that might be going to help reinforce again.
Yeah, we're going to get some kills, at least on some workers over here. Maybe even snipe a gas. He's got to move that muta, though.
He's doing way too much damage, actually. They're not even drones mining right now.
There's just 2 mutas for free.
I think we needed him to amass enough mutas to deal with the last tank. If he does that, then he should be okay here. And you can just, 8 mutas on that 1 tank. It's not going to get repaired and defended. So this 1 Thor is actually stopping him from mining a main base right now.
That's pretty insane. Going to take out 1 of these queens. Roaches come out. It's going to help deal with that Thor.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Overlord's getting a view of this tank, he can just DPS it down with the roaches as well.
Well, he is coming back with his mutas, too. So maybe you can get vision there. One of the mutas going back. Extractor going to go down once again. See, you can't do this. You can't transfer just because of the 1 tank.
Yeah, this is really weird decision-making from soO at the same time. I think he should be able to take this out now. Oh, even lifting it, so he just doesn't lose it. And he drops it back down. Now he can't mine from the 3rd base.
Oh, that is brutal, man.
Moonlight Madness, man. It's a lot. It's
madness.
It's cruel mistress of the map.
And you really have to give it to the micro too. Flash, he's doing a really nice job of keeping his units alive. He's not failing on his multitasking either. He's defending his own base at the same time.
He had the right idea, soO, going into this. He had the right builder for it. He didn't react to it nearly as well as he should have. He had the mutas. All he had to do was make enough of them. Stop this Thor from stopping you mine your main base. Like, it's a Thor. It's not like it's going to destroy everything. Even mutas can deal with that, so long as they're spread enough.
Mutas are going to sacrifice here on the tank, but it just gets picked up. And
oh, man.
All those guys are so low right now.
That is ridiculous.
If you're able to set up there with 2 turrets and just 1 medevac and 1 tank and 1 Thor, it's pretty brutal. Going to try to come in once again. Go for that tank. It's not unsieging. Maybe he can get it this time. There you go.
Finally gets it. And it should be okay now. He should be fine. Looks like he's planning to make more units to put up there. He's making another card. He's keeping that Thor up. Thor's going to actually do a lot of work on these roaches, as a lot of them are in the red.
Yeah. soO, like you said before, he's not reacting to any of this. He loses so many of his mutas, so many of his... Even like a free Overlord there is just thrown into the missile turret. He loses like 5 roaches.
To the Thor, that's auto-attacking. Like, too much damage has gone down at this point. soO, even with a pretty impressive bang, he's just kind of lost his mind. He's lost his thoughts. It's like, I don't know what to do at this point. So
I've lost my mind.
The amount of time these mutas are flowing back and forth on this map doing nothing is kind of ridiculous as well.
Well, at this point, we do have 2 more tanks lined up there. And by the way, there has been like a mini switch into bio. He is getting stim, combat shields, concussive shells, +1. And it looks like that will be the follow-up. You know, soO is committing so much to stopping this harass.
Yeah, this is actually, he's gone into mech bio composition. We have a word for it now, Liz. I just thought of it, Mayo.
Mayo?
Going into Mayo, not mayonnaise.
What about Beck?
Mech?
No, Beck.
Beck. I guess it depends on how much bio there is to mech. If there's more mech than bio, then we can call it Beck. But if there's more bio than mech, it's Mayo.
All right. We figured it out now.
We've cracked the code here.
Yeah. Well, Flash kind of throwing away his Viking. It's a very strange game overall. He's going to lose his Thor now. Oh! Picks it up at the last second.
Medivacs. Strongest unit in the game, man. You see a counterattack in that bottom at 6.
Oh, there's one SCV. That's all you need, man.
Got a big job, man. When you got to repair a Gundam, it takes a long time. Man, looks like Flash gonna make the move out. He's been on 2 bases this whole time as well. Just kind of crazy, you know.
He's totally happy with that. He's like, that's all I need.
He's just been doing so much damage with this one drop.
And then now there's also a position down here at the 4th base where you can siege below the ramp, right there, and just get straight onto that hatchery. It looks like he's just going to go straight for it. soO doesn't have much at this point.
No, look how skinny that ramp is as well. It's so hard to engage into that if the Terran has it set up there.
Yeah.
Down goes this base. Muta's going to look for a bit of a... thinking about a magic box, but too much fire as well.
Just going to let it go, and GG.
Wow, what a crazy game. soO just not finding an answer to this drop. And I'm so surprised it actually did that much damage.